What is good, ladies and gentlemen, and you beautiful people in between? What is up? What is good? What is in? What is out? I need to know, because I'm updating my wardrobe soon. So I need to know. Woo, yeah. Hold up, I'm getting a call. Hello? Oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah, I'm just gonna be. What was it? I got the stream going on, and then, but yeah, after that, you can come on down after I'm done with classes. You on your way? Okay. Yeah, no. Text me. Text me when you arrive. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're live right now. Mm-hmm. I'm not lying. Oh, you're about to. We're actually doing it now on Twitch and YouTube. All right. Hey, you have a good one, mistress. Goodbye, student. All right. What is up, students? I know I might be seeing a little bit of you in different areas now, huh? I think that might be true. It's up because now we are officially... there's going to be some changes around here. First, got to fix my broken headphones here. Oh, they're backwards. Yeah. Tyler, welcome. Nice to see you on the YouTube side of things. What? All right. There we go. Now we got all situated. All right. What is up, my students? Now here, let me get a nice intro going here for you all. And that way we can get it going down, get it out, get it in, get it around. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, yeah. All right, seems like we're good on the situation. I'm seeing everybody now on the YouTube and the Twitch. Let's see here. Let's get it busted. Let's get down with some music. Hello, students. Welcome. My name is Professor Void. Though some of you might know me, but if you are new here, welcome to the channel. If you're watching on YouTube on a later date, welcome. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. But if you're watching live, hello. To further explain on what I do, well, we learn here. We dive into deep subject. We get into a little bit of misfits around here. Now, of course, my schedule has recently changed, so let me update you on this. I am live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Make sure to join us and have some fun. We like to dive into the scarier parts, the madness, and get all weird. And also, we like to have a little bit of fun around here. But make sure to be warned. Because as soon as you enter in, you may never want to leave. Now, for all you that are watching in a different time, in a different land, I gotta go and teach these students. For all of you live, sit down and get ready for today's lesson. We will be diving into mermaids. Though, yes, they are quite beautiful creatures. Known from sea, seen from sailors, they have been known to be myths. But here we are going to learn if they are truly real or if they're just a figment of our horny imaginations. It's weird that a lot of creatures were made by men alone in some weird location. It's kind of interesting. But still. Hot coffee. But let's get right into the giblets of today's topic. You're all kind of catching me with my pants down right now. Oh, what? Hold up. Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, we'll get everything situated tip-top ship shape. So. Yes. Video thyself. Looking snazzy as ever. I love him. Look how cute he is. All right, students, let's see here. Actually, oh, how lovely. I wonder, can I turn right now? Sorry, students, I am trying to actually see if I can, yeah, get that scaled up there. Beautiful. Oh, lovely. Now, let me just make some room and presto! Ha-ha! Look at that. A little bit of slight adjustment, but all right. Beautiful. Ah, nice. All right, students, I hope everyone's doing well. Now I can actually be able to see you all in the chat from my different parts here, because now we're streaming into different parts of the world. Music, calm your tits. Alrighty. So. Sweet Jesus. All right, yes, I was zooming in for you all. Right. Because you all might not be able to see shit. Wait, why is my cap locks on? Come on now, we have a thing to do here. There we go. All right, students. So, we are diving into mermaids. Now, there's a lot that we can all... there's a lot that we can already assume with certain mermaids. That, of course, are aquatic-based creatures. Particularly women, or at least popularized to be women. But let's just start off with the basics. Let's just get to know what the hell these things are. By the way, also got to recognize the new follower. Incognito. Welcome to the stream of Professor Void. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, fuck. Oh, I like that. Oh, I like that. Hell yeah. All right. So, in folklore, sorry, even for myself, I have to like turn that down just a wee bit. There we go. All right. So, beginning with today's lesson is in folklore. A mermaid is an aquatic creature with the head and upper body of a female human and the tail of a fish. Mermaids appear in folklore of many cultures worldwide, including Europe, Asia, and Africa. In ancient Azaria, the goddess Atargatis transformed herself into a mermaid out of shame for accidentally killing her human lover. Mermaids are sometimes associated with perilous events such as floods, storms, shipwrecks, and drownings. In other folk tradition, or sometimes within the same traditions, they can be benevolent or beneficent, bestowing boons or falling in love with humans. The male equivalent of the mermaid is the merman, also a familiar figure in the folklore and heraldry. All right. Damn, we couldn't get like one paragraph in, and now I gotta figure out how to fuck to say shit. Let's go to how Jay say. Tell me.
Heraldry.
What?
Heraldry.
Heraldry. I like it.
Heraldry.
Heraldry. Also familiar figure in folklore and heraldry. Well then what the fuck does heraldry is? A system in which coats of arms and other abnormal bearings are devised, described, and regulated. The use of the rose in a heraldry. Colorful ceremony. Oh. Okay. Although traditions about and sightings of mermen are less common than most of mermaids, they are generally assumed to coexist with their female counterparts. The male and female collective are sometimes referred to as merfolk. Ah, you know what? Hold up. That is what we were going to call it. Let's see. Merfolk. Just updating the title here. How dare you? So, hold on, can't see all this much of lovely chat around here. You know what? I'm gonna have to do a little bit of adjustment here. It's better if we rise it up and then we bring you down. That way I can see all of you. Oh, still can't see on that part. Okay. That should, yeah, that should work out. That should work out. Lovely. Okay. And just, damn it, disrupts. I'm trying to teach here, okay? We're talking about merfolk here. And we're talking about like half naked people. I don't want you guys to see my nipples, maybe. Maybe I'm self-conscious about my nipples. Maybe I'm not a nip showing guy. Maybe about that. Back to the lesson. The male and female collectives are sometimes referred to as merfolk or mer people. Ba 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 ba. You dirty boy. I love you. Damn it, I love you. All right. The concept of mermaids in the West may have influenced. You know what? Oh, wow. There's really not much on this part. Okay. All right. We'll do mermaid, then we'll do merman, and then we'll see what merfolk. Dive into it. Conception of mermaids in the West may have been influenced by the sirens of Greek mythology, which were originally half bird-like but came to be pictured as half fish-like in the Christian era. Historical accounts of mermaids, such as those reported by Christopher Columbus, idiot, during his colonization of the Caribbean, may have been sightings of manatees. That's a thick mermaid. Or similar aquatic mammals. While there is no evidence that mermaids exist outside folklore, reports of mermaid sightings continue to the present day. Mermaids. So there's plenty of fish out at sea and mermaids. Mermaids have been a popular subject of art and literature in recent centuries, such as in Hans Christian Andersen's literary fairy tale, The Little Mermaid. They have subsequently been depicted in operas, paintings, books, comics, animations, and live action film. Well, hot diggity damn, we have a whole thing to get into. Okay, here, let's get into the first little tidbits of Ya Mama, and then we'll figure out the rest. Antiquity. Yeah, no, it just seems like, wow, we're just like going to be diving into every bits and pieces of everything now. All right, students, I gotta go. Boom, boom. I'll be right quick. I'll be right back. Enjoy the music. Enjoy the festivities. Enjoy yourselves. BRB, baby. Do I have a BRB screen? Hold up. Do I got a thing? Am I losing my mind here? Huh? What's up? What's good? Huh? What? There we go. BRB. All right, I'm back. Let me get this here thing going. I'm all blurry as fuck. Much better. Let me pull you in closer, students. Yeah. Now you can really see me. All right. So, back to what we were talking about. Now, again, we just got done talking on how actually mermaids were involved in pop culture. Let's actually try to get involved with the etymology. The fuck does etymology mean? Let's go back to it, students. What the fuck? No, hold up. There we go. Not the definition for definition. Come on now. Okay, here we go. The history of a linguistic form shown by traces, it's developing since its earliest record occurrence in the language where it is found. Oh. Okay. So the origin of mermaid is a compound of Old English mer, sea, and maid, a girl. Okay, well, I mean, okay. The equivalent term for Old English was merwife. Just trying to imagine just like, Bob, what you see out there? My wife. Just going around and seeing a bunch of merwife all around the place, swimming all about. Hot damn. Let's see, the origins. Again, going back to the sirens of Greek mythology, especially in the Odyssey. This beast was conceived of half a bird and half woman. Gradually shifted to an image of a fish-tailed woman. This shift possibly started as early as the Hellenistic period. That sounds like a cool period. Pan's period of Mediterranean and between the death of, spans the Mediterranean history between death of Alexander the Great and the end of the Macedonian Empire, 323 BC. All right. We have to do a little bit on that. But it is clearly evident in mer-like depiction of sirens in later Christian bestiaries. Some attributes of Homer's sirens, such as the enticement of men and their beautiful song, also became attached to the mermaid. There are also naturalistic theories on the origins of the mermaid, postulating they derive from postulating they derive from sightings of manatees, dugongs, or even seals. Now the basis of the folklore and mythography. Mesopotamian and the Eastern Mediterranean areas, depiction of entities with tails of fish. But the upper bodies of the human beings appeared in Mesopotamian artwork from the old Babylon period onwards. pull that light closer. Artwork of the old Babylon period onwards. These figures are usually mermen, but mermaids do occasionally appear. Now we're talking about the boys. That's what we're talking about here. The name for the mermaid figure may have been Kulitu, meaning fish woman. Such figures were used as the Neo-Azuran art as protective figures, and were shown in both monumental sculptures and in small protective figurines. Basically fuck dolls, maybe. Because I guess everyone was horny back then. They just kept seeing these things all over the place. Just like, I can't find myself a gal, so I might as well just might as well find myself a thick seal. It gets lonely out there in the sea. The first known mermaid stories appeared in the Azuri back in 10,000 BC. The goddess she sacrificed herself to become a mermaid because she loved a mortal and unintentionally killed him. Unintentionally. That's some like Lifetime shit. Hold up. Am I poking out? Little goober? Oh, hell, I'm poking out. You see me poking? I'm poking. Stop that. Why am I poking? And then, yeah. There we go. I shouldn't be poking anymore. There we go. I'm not pokey. No more poking. Quit your poking there. So, ashamed, she jumped into the lake and took the form of a fish. But the waters would not conceal her divine beauty. Thereafter, she took the form of a mermaid. Human above the waist, fish below. Although the earliest representation of the Artar goddess showed her as a fish with a human head and arm, similar to the Babylonian god E. The Greek recognized Artar goddess under the name Derketo. Sometimes before the 546 BC Mesolane philosopher, Anaximander postulated that mankind had sprung from an aquatic animal species. Just busted out the sea. He thought that humans who began life with prolonged infancy could have survived otherwise. There's a mermaid legend attached around the sister of Alexander the Great. But that legend is as modern mintage. Oh, see below. In the 2nd century AD, the Hellenized Syrian writer Lucian of Samosata, the Syrian goddess, stated he has seen a Phoenician depiction of Darketo Artar goddess as a mermaid, even though the goddess was cast in an image that was entirely woman in the holy city, because holy cities are just horny. They couldn't. He also mentioned a taboo against eating fish in a wider region due to the belief that Darketo assumed a fish form. I mean, I guess it just depends on just how you eat out a woman, and really just how it all handles. I don't think you should banish it. I think you should just dive right into it. No holds bar. Let's see here. 1001 Nights. Great Britain and Ireland. What's up with Great Britain and Ireland? Western Europe. Byzantine, Ottoman, Greece. Eastern Europe. Holy shit. All right, fuck it. Let's dive, like, I'll be honest. We're gonna dive a little bit more into the education of it. I wanna learn all about this stuff, because again, like, at least how I want to handle this stuff is like genuinely teaching, but also being totally fucking entertaining. The 1001 Night collection includes several tales featuring a sea people, such as Julinar, the Seaborn, the oh god, that's a lot. Bezium of Persia. Unlike the depiction of mermaids and mythologies, these are anatomically identical to land-bound humans, differing only in their ability to breathe and live underwater. They can and do interbreed with land humans, and the children of such unions have the ability to live underwater. I'm totally down for that. I would totally like to breathe underwater. Like, if I were to choose flight or underwater, oh shit. There's less shit that's gonna eat me if I go underwater, but that'd still be so fucking cool. Like, I don't know, like, I feel like I could live in the water. But no, I'm still human. Yeah. The underwater society follows a form of primitive communism, where concepts like money and clothing do not exist. That's dope. And the adventures of Bulukia, the protagonist, Bulukia's quest for the herb of immortality, leads him to explore the seas, where he encounters societies of mermaids. Tight. The Great Britain and Ireland. The Norman chapel and the Derman castle, built around 1078, has what is probably the earliest surviving artistic depiction of a mermaid in England. It can be seen on a south-facing capital above one of the original Norman stone pillars. Mermaids appeared in British folklore as unlucky omens, both foretelling disasters and provoking it. Several varieties of their Ballad of Sir Patrick Spens depict a mermaid speaking to the doomed ships. In some versions, she tells them they will never see land again. In others, she claims they are near shore, which they are wise enough to know means what? She claims they are near shore, which they are wise enough to know means the same thing. Oh, that there's no land in sight. Mermaids have also described as able to swim up rivers to freshwater lakes. Oh, cool. In one story, the Laird of Launty went to the aid of a woman who thought was drowning in the lake near his house. A servant of his pulled him back, warning him he was a mermaid. I'm just like trying to figure out like what the hell is happening here. I got fully distracted by the music. What the fuck is all this shit? Okay, jeez, that was weird. The music got real weird there for a second. Back at it again. Thought was drowning and screamed at them as she would have killed him if it were not for his servant. But mermaids could occasionally be more beneficent teaching humans cures for certain diseases. Mermen have been described as wilder and uglier than mermaids, with little interest in humans, like simps. A freshwater mermaid-like creature from Western Europe, a freshwater mermaid creature like the creature in European folklore is Melusine, a female spirit of fresh water in the Holy Well River. She is sometimes depicted with two fishtails or with the lower body of a serpent. The alchemist Paracelsus' treatise, a book of nymphs, sylphs, pigments, and salamanders and other spirits, spawned the idea that the water element or water spirit could acquire an immortal soul through the marriage with a human. Tight. In the Byzantine and Ottoman Greece, the concept of a siren as both a mer-like creature and bird-like creature persisted in the Byzantine Greece for some time. Yada yada yada. We've heard that one. What about Eastern Europe? The Russo Quests, or the Slavic counterparts of the Greek sirens of the Naiades, are a type of female spirit or nymph. The nature of the Russo Quests varies among folk tradition, but according to ethnologist D.K. Zelenin, they all share a common element. They are the restless spirits of the unclean dead. They are usually ghosts of young women who died a violent and untimely death, perhaps by murder or suicide, before their wedding, and especially by drowning. Oh shit, wow, that's wild. The Russo Quests are said to inhabit lakes and rivers. They appear as beautiful young women with long, pale green hair and pale skin, suggesting a connection with the floating weeds and days spent underwater in faint sunlight. They can be seen after dark and dancing together under the moon and calling out to the young men by name, luring them to the water and drowning them. The characteristics of the Russo Quests as both desirable and treacherous is prevalent in Russia, Ukraine, Belarus, and was emphasized in the 19th century Russian authors, best known as great Czech nationalist composer Antonin Dvorak. Rusalka. China. In China, merfolk are mentioned in the Shanhanging. How the fuck do you say that one? Yeah, how do you say that one, partner? Ah, shit. Google, help me. I just need you to pronounce. I need to be better at this. If we're gonna be learning / teaching you this, I need to teach you this.
Shanhaijing.
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 Shanhaiji. Oh, well, there you go. Merfolk were mentioned in the Shanhaijing Classic of the Mountains and Sea, compilation of the Chinese geographic and mythology, dating from the 4th century BC. The Jaurin, or shark people, oh fuck yeah, are mentioned in the Baowu Sea, and a number of other texts, including the Shuji, records of strange things. Oh, dude, that sounds dope. Oh, what the fuck? Hold up, students. You tell me you don't have records of weird things? AKA records of weird things? Huh? Come on. Ah. Records of strange things. Suji. Of diverse matter, investigation of things. Sorry, I'm just like really interested now of just like diverse matter. Stories of natural wonders and marvelous phenomenon. It quotes from many early Chinese classics. Oh. Okay. There's a lot there, but you know what, we'll stick to this. But that's cool. Also, like, hold up. Sorry, students, I need to go back to my screen because I want to change it. I want to change my background to the water, so y'all can see the bloop. Nice. Fucking nice. Saturation. Nice. Blue. Cool. Nice. So, all right, sightings in China. Oh, the Yushong Win in Ji Win. The Yao Chong Chi Win, the scenes of herds or jotting of the south. I actually like this a lot. Ooh. Sorry, we'll let this one continue, and then I'm going to move over to more of this type of stuff. I kind of like it. And contains 2 accounts of concerning mermaids. In the first, a man captures a mermaid, sea woman, on the shore of Lantau Island. She looks human in every respect except that her body is covered with fine hair of many colors. She cannot talk, but he takes her home and marries her. Fuck. After his death, the mermaid returns to the sea where she was found. The second story, a man sees a woman lying on the beach while his ship was anchored offshore. On closer inspection, her feet and hands appear to be webbed. She is carried to the water and expressed and expresses her gratitude towards the sailor before swimming away. Korea. Korea is bounded on three sides of the sea. In some villages near the sea in Korea, there are mysterious waters. There are mysterious stories about mermaids. Mermaids have features just like humans. Kim Dam Ryong, who was a mayor of the town. Oh shit. Let's calm ourselves here. Who was mayor of the town, saved 4 captured mermaids from a fisherman, as record in Ueyadem unofficial histories. In the Donga Peak Island of Busan, train to Busan, there's a tale of a princess Hwangok. Okay, from the kingdom of Naranda, Naranda, a mythical undersea kingdom of mermaids. This tale is based on historical Hyo Hwangok from India. Another tale concerns a mermaid named Sinjik, who warned fishermen of impending storms by singing and throwing rocks into the sea of Gwangmong Island. The island's residents believed her to be a goddess of the sea, that she could predict the weather. Sorry, just messing with stuff here. All right. Oh shit. Damn, look at that. Come on. I don't know why she reminds me of like a hag in like D&D. Come on, miss, have a little bit of this fishy fish right here. Jeez. I'm sorry, Space Cat. I'm sorry. Hey, fish come in all shapes and sizes. But let's see, without a human torso, in certain prominent depictions, the Ningyo is not quite half female, but has a human female head resting on a fish-like body. An example is shown published in the Kawaraban News Flyer, dated 5 months of Bunkai. It was said to have a pair of golden horns and a red belly, 3 eyes on each side of its torso, and a carp-like tail end. This mermaid, oh god, I just had a stroke there. Jeez. This mermaid perpetually measured proportionally. Fuck me.
Purportedly. Fuck, this one always keeps tripping me up. This is like this is a popular word on fucking Wikipedia. It appears to be stated to be true, or that not necessarily so alleged. Purportedly. Damn you, purportedly. This mermaid purportedly measured 3 approximately. Oh, I didn't even recognize this type of measurement. Is approximately 1.27 meters, or 4 foot wooden staff used in some. Oh wow. 5 shaku. Japanese foot. Oh, that's interesting. Or 10.6 meters and requires 450 rifles to take down. Holy shit. Hey, just like, okay, the guy's just sitting out there like, okay, let's see what. All right. 47, 48, 49. Hey, where's the one guy? What are you talking about? What do you mean the one guy? Like, no, the 4. Please tell me we have other guys. And just like, I don't know. Just like, we're fucked. We're fucked. We don't have 450 rifles. Holy shit. I mean, technically that actually somewhat seems plausible. Because like Japan being like kind of the first, like the OGs for gunpowder and stuff like that. So yeah, you know what? I get it. Southeast Asia. In Thailand. The Suvenamaka is a daughter of Tosa Kanth, appearing in the Thai and other Southeast Asian versions of Ramayana. She is a mermaid princess who tries to spoil Hanuman. Damn. My God, like, I will bleed for you. I tear my heart open just to feel. Plans to build a bridge to Lanka, but falls in love with him instead. In Cambodia, she is referred to as Suvana Maka, a favorite for Cambodian audiences. In Javanese culture of Indonesia, Nya Roro Kidul is Yai Roro Kidul is a sea goddess and the queen of southern seas. She has many forms, and where in mermaid form she is called Nya Bolrong. In the Philippines, mermaid concepts differ per ethnic group. Among the Pangasinis and the Binala Tongan mermaid is a queen of the sea who married the mortal Maginu Palasipas. Maginu Palasipas, and ruled humanity for a time. Yeah. Oh damn, we're gonna have to get. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to actually just switch out for what was it? Oh, let's see here. There we go. And then put it behind the TV screen. And then that one can go in my part. All right, that'll be better. We'll see if that works. Cause yeah, no, I want you guys to be able to show off the emotes and all that mumbo jumbo. Yeah. Good try, yes. Thank you.
I just want chat to exist. So they could see. Nah, whatever. Screw it. I'll just get the classic. All right, sorry. Back to what we were talking about. So, okay. So, turns out among this specific region, a queen was married to a mortal who ruled the humanity for a time. Among the Volcano, because it's two L's, and it's two L's, it's like a specific thing. Volcano. Mermaids were said to have propagated and spread through the Ilocano. Oh, I can see the difference a little bit. Okay, among the Ilocano, mermaids were said to have spread through the union of the first Serena and the first Latio, a water god. Among the Bisolano, yeah. Is it pronounced as an S? The Ilosano? Bico? Is it ka or a sa for the C? Ka. Okay, sorry. So the Ilocano and mermaids were said to have propagated and spread through the union of the first Serena and the first Litao, a water god. Among the Bicolano, mermaids were referred to as Magindara, known as their beautiful voice and vicious nature. Among the Sabal, mermaids called the Mambubuno are depicted as having two fins instead of one. And the general term for mermaids among the ethnic groups is Serena. Wow. That's a lot. That's a lot there. In Hindu, Savannah Mancha is a daughter of Ravenna that appears in the Cambodian and Thai versions of Ravenna. Okay, so yeah, okay, it's the same. For other parts, now in Africa, Mami Water, Mother of Water, are water spirits venerated in West, Central, and Southern Africa, and in Africa diaspora, in the Caribbean, and the parts of North and South America, they are usually female, but sometimes male. Sweet. They are regarded as diabolical beings and are often female fatale, luring men to their death. A lot of women leading men to their death here. We hopefully Merman got some stuff we can throw at them. We'll see what's up. In Zimbabwe, mermaids are known as ninjutsu. They are believed to be solitary and occupy one body of water. Individual ninjutsu may be benevolent and malicious. Angry ninjutsu may be blamed for unexpected misfortunes such as bad weather or sudden disappearance of people. Cool. Benevolent ninjutsu are thought to reside in peaceful lakes or waters. If a person goes missing near such lakes or rivers, he or she may have been taken by the ninjutsu. To obtain the person's release, local elders will brew beer as a proprietary offering and asking for the ninjutsu to return the person alive. Those seeking the person's release are not supposed to cry or shed tears.
If the Ninjuzu releases the person, he or she will become or regarded as a Ninanga, or traditional healer with knowledge of herbs, medicinal plants, and cures. Dope. Boy. Reported sightings. Okay. Interest in mermaid costuming has grown alongside the popularity of fantasy cosplay, as well as the availability of inexpensive monofins used in construction of mermaid costumes. These costumes are typically designed to be used while swimming, an active known as mermaiding. Cool. Mermaid fandom conventions have been held. We're going to have to dive into that on next session. We got galleries. Oh, and that was it? Okay. Let's Herald is a broad term encompassing the design, display, the study. Oh, okay. So there's just like a mermaid for Arms of Warsaw. But all right, yeah. Let's dive into at least the influence of mermaids in pop culture, and then we'll dive into other specific articles. Well, no, we'll go into mermen. So, the best known example of mermaids in literature is possibly the Hans Christian Andersen. That's a mouthful. A fairy tale. Like, you start off with like Hans and you're just like, okay, cool. Like, we're smooth sailing. Then Christian Andersen. I was like, oh shit, what? Fairy tale The Little Mermaid, first published in 1837. Is that old of a story? Damn, Disney. The title character, youngest of Merman King's daughters, must wait her turn to reach the age when she will be allowed to emerge from the sea and sit on a rock, there to observe the upper world. The mermaid falls in love with the human prince and also longs for an eternal soul like humans. Despite the shorter lifespan, the two cravings are intertwined. Only by achieving true love, her soul bind with the humans and become everlasting. But the mermaid's fishtail poses an insurmountable obstacle for enticing humans, and the sea witch offers a potion to transform into a human form at a price. The mermaid's tongue and beautiful voice. The mermaid endures the excruciating pain having her human legs, and despite her inability to speak, almost succeeds in wedding the prince. But for the twist of fate, the mermaid is doomed unless she stabs the prince with a magic knife before his marriage. But she does not have the resolve and dies the mermaid way, dissolving into foam. Fuck, Disney. That's like, you pussed out on like the true story of Mermaid. Damn, you should win like full hog on that. Just her getting ready to shiv Prince Charming. She couldn't do it. Like, that's the way to do it. That's how you do it right there. Of course, let's see now. Yeah, no, it's been translated. It's been messed with so many times until Disney took it and then just kept it in their fucking vault forever. Sculptures and statues of mermaids can be found in many countries and cultures, with over 130 public art mermaid statues across the world. Countries with public art mermaid sculptures including Russia, Finland, Lithuania, Poland, Romania, Denmark, Norway, England, Scotland, Ireland, Germany, and the Netherlands. Belgium, France, Spain, Italy, Australia, Switzerland, Greece, Turkey, India, China, Thailand, South Korea, Japan, Guam, Australia, New Zealand, Brazil, Ecuador, Colombia, Mexico, the Cayman Islands, Mexico, Saudi Arabia, United States, including Hawaii, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, and Canada. They're all over the world. Mermaids are everywhere. Some of these statues have become icons for their cities or countries. They become major tourist attractions in themselves. The Little Mermaid statue in Copenhagen is an icon that the city as well as what? The Little Mermaid statue in Copenhagen is an icon of the city as well as Denmark. The Havis Aman, whoa. The statue symbolizes the rebirth of the city of Helsinki, capital of Finland. The Syringa mermaid is part of the coat of arms in Warsaw. It is considered a protector of Warsaw, capital of Poland, which publicly displays statues of their mermaid. Publicly display statues of their mermaid. Okay. You got musicals. Depiction of mermaids include those by Felix Mendelssohn in this Fair Mussolina overture of the Three Rhine Daughters. Whoa. Influential image. We got films depiction including Miranda, a black and white British comedy film depicted of Anakin and written by who wrote the play of the same. Okay, Night Tide, the romantic comedy Splash and Aquamarine episode of television series Route 66 entitled The Cruelest Sea. There's a lot of shit here. Now, let's get with the boys. Where my mermen at, huh? All this women talk, come on. Where are the boys? Look at that handsome devil. Maybe. Mermen. The male counterparts of the mythical female mermaids are legendary creatures, which are male human. From the waist up, fish-like forms waist down, but may assume normal human shape. Sometimes they described as hideous, and other times handsome. Antiquity. Perhaps the first record merman was the early Babylonian sea god whose Sumerian name was Enki and was known as the Greeks as Ones. Ones had a fish head and a man's head beneath. Wow, both a fish tail and man-like legs. So it's a guy in a fish costume. That's a guy in a fish costume. That's what it is. Like, hold up. Fish costume. Like, that's what it is. Like, that's... I found him. I found... Guys, I found Onus. He's just chilling. He's vibing. Look at that. He's having a good time. Selling off his costume. Yeah, he's doing good. He's doing great. Greco-Roman mythology. Triton of the Greek mythology was depicted as half man, half fish merman in ancient Greek art. Triton was the son of the sea god Poseidon and the sea goddess Amphitrite? What? Amphitrite? The fuck? How to say? Help me out here.
Amphitrite.
Amphitrite. Gotcha. Jeez. I get it. Jeez. Medieval period. Mermen were sometimes held responsible for causing violent storms and sinking ships. A twin-tailed merman is depicted in the Banco world map. Whoa. That's dope. The merman and mermaid are shown in the Ben Bahim globe. Renaissance period. Whoa. In chapter on Triton Triton gave the name Sea Pan or Sea Satire to an artist's image he attained, which he said was an Ichthilo centaur or sea devil. Gaznier Sea Devil has been described to be a modern commentary as having the lower body of a fish and the upper body of a man, the head on horns of the buck goat, horns of a buck goat or the devil, and the breast of a woman. That just sounds like some weird porn right there. Whoa. The illustration was apparently ultimately based on a skeletal specimen and mummies. Gaznier explained that such creature had placed an exhibit in Rome on 3 November 1523. 3rd of November. Oh no, I said 3. Elsewhere in Gaznier's book, it is stated that the sea monstrous Marinum, viewed on the same date of the size of the 5-year-old. In Germanic folklore, Icelandic folklore speaks of mermen known as the Marbindlar. The Marbindlar is a Scandinavian ballad of a late composition that tells of a merman who was mated to a human woman named Agnete and unsuccessfully pleaded for her to come back to him and their children in the sea. Whoa. Celtic folklore. In the Irish narrative of a male Merrow named Kumar, described as an extremely ugly creature with green hair, teeth, and skin, narrow eyes, and red nose. Just sounds like a shitty Santa. Turned out to be fake lore. Damn. Not even folklore, just fake lore. That sounds like something like a shitty bully would say. Let's see here. In Cornish folklore, into early modern times, the Buka, described as a lonely, mournful character with the skin of a cougar eel, and the hair of seaweed is still placid, with the votive offering of fish left on the beach by fishermen. Mermaids appear. Matthew Arnold wrote a poem called The Forsaken Merman about a merman. Literature and pop culture, we're focusing on this part now. Matthew Arnold wrote a poem called The Forsaken Merman about the merman whose human wife abandoned him and their children. Merman may feature in science fiction and fantasy literature. For example, science fiction writer Joe Hadelman wrote 2 books, Ata the Merman, in which genetically enhanced mermen can communicate telepathically with dolphins. Samuel R. Delany wrote the short story Driftglass, in which mermen are deliberately created surgically as amphibious human beings with gills. Yikes. While in J.K. Rowling, a race of mer people live in lake outside of Hogwarts. That's stupid. Mermen sometimes appear in modern comics, games, television shows, and films, although they were once depicted largely as being unattractive in some traditions. As described in previous sections in some modern work, mermen were portrayed as handsome, strong, and brave. Yeah, that's right, because people got horny. In 1977 and 78, a television series Man of Atlantis, the merman, as placed as Patrick Duffy, is described as a survivor from Atlantis. The DC Comics, the mythology, mermen are commonly fixture of the Aquaman mythos. Yeah, and he's fucking popular, often showing a parochilastic rivalry. How do you say that? How do you say that, Warren? Oh, you don't even know? Great. Rivalry with humanoids, water breathers, and the mermen of Merfolk also appear in Dungeons and Dragons. The Australian TV series Mako Islands of Secrets, a spin-off of H2O Just Add Water, that's a stupid name, includes a teenage boy named Zach, of course, who turns into a merman. Well, fuck yeah. All right. So, after diving into all this merfolk and mer people and all that, I think y'all earned it. Let's look up some videos on mer people. Merfolk. Tales of the Nordic Folklore series. Modern Merfolk. A lot of games incorporating Merfolk. Do we got Cave of Merfolk? Secrets of the Merfolk? Sea of Thieves? I mean, do we just like have any like stuff about just like the legends and stuff like that? Merfolk Underwater Kingdoms and Mystery of the Deep Part 4. Oh shit, these are some nerds talking about it. Fire Captain. All right. Let's see what up top said. Types of merfolk. Oh God, can I watch that? Yeah, I can react to it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to FactSpace. Today we're talking about types of merfolk.
Woo! Let's go.
Merfolk is the neutral term for mermaids and mermen.
What the fuck was that? Censorship, come on. Show every bit of it.
Term for mermaids and mermen.
Show his dick.
A race of creatures that have the physical upper half of a human and the lower half of a fish.
Woo!
These legendary beings are known throughout many facets of mythology and cultures, where they have continuously attracted curiosity over whether they truly exist or not, with roots throughout history and from every end of the earth.
Look at that lady! That's a whole lady!
It's no wonder why so many people are curious about mer people.
Blah. Oh, come on. Jeez.
So today, we'll be taking a closer look at the different kinds
Oh my. But it's time for it to stop.
that humans have observed. The most common term that we hear associated with merfolk is mermaid, with a merman being the male counterpart.
Yeah. Woo. That's what is this
Well,
man
the
doing?
exact-
Holy shit. Do I have to wait for this fucking thing to load? Jesus Christ. I'm already looking. I'm already like trying to watch it in like in a fucking low ass quality. Jeesh. I just want it all to exist. All right, you good, huh? You gonna
Time
behave
frame
now?
that the concept of merfolk came into existence is spotty. Creatures with fins from the waist down were prevalent in many forms of art dating back thousands of years.
I wonder if like merfolk are like just the #1 people who just fuck. Like are merfolk like the #1 people? Are they just getting down in the sea all the time?
For the most part, different types of merfolk have stuck to the same physical appearance throughout different legends. A completely human appearance from the waist up, with a scaled bottom half that leads into split fins at the bottom.
Besides in Japan.
Some tales, they are gentle spirits, while in others, they are vicious or uncaring creatures. Greek mythology has some of the first tales of merfolk, starting with Atargatis, a goddess of fertility. After falling in love with a human man and accidentally killing him, she fled into a nearby lake out of shame and transformed into a fish. Despite this, even underwater, the sheer elegance of Atargatis couldn't be dimmed, and thus she became a mermaid instead. Atargatis wasn't the only Grecian mermaid though. When Thessaloniki, a princess of Macedonia, died, she was transformed into a mermaid and lived in the Aegean Sea. Many sailors traveled there, and if they encountered her, she would always ask the same question about whether or not King Alexander, her brother, was alive. Regardless of the truth, if the sailors answered that he was alive and well, she would ensure that the waters around them would remain peaceful. If they answered in any other manner, she would create chaos around the boat and bring death upon everyone on board. In Europe, there are a variety of mermaid-like creatures represented throughout the Western and Eastern cultures. Perhaps one of the most prolific mermaids comes from a Danish writer, Hans Christian Andersen, in The Little Mermaid. From storybooks to cartoon film adaptations, the tale follows a curious young woman named Ariel, who finds herself captivated with life as a human more than life underwater. Because of this, she eventually falls in love
Yep, I could be a merman.
with a human, and entangles herself in a messy situation when she makes a deal with a sea witch.
I'll be honest.
Messy situation when she makes a
she was kind of hot. When I saw this movie as a kid, I was not looking at mermaid. Ursula, I believe that's her name. Yeah, Ursula. Yeah, she can use every bit of her tendrils for me.
deal with a sea witch named Ursula. The classic story is well known throughout
I wish that was me.
the world and depicts what most of us know stereotypical mermaids to be: scales and seashell bras with a fixation for shiny objects.
Yeah, see, she's a hoarder. Ursula, like, she was an independent gal. She had her pets and stuff like that. She was just trying to get by, and the spoiled little girl was just like, I want to hang out with my boyfriend. She's like, bitch, what? Tell your dad to come over. How about that? Huh? How about that? You get me in a room with your dad. I'll get you those legs. You get me your dad's legs, I'll get you your own legs.
In harmony under the sea. The water entity Melusine is another European mermaid who can be found in fresh waters rather than the ocean. Many legends surround her. However, the most basic story discusses how Meseline's mother, Presine, married a king called Elenas. Together, they had triplets, Melusine, Palatine, and Melior. However, Elenas violated Presine's one wish, that he respects her privacy during birthing and bathing. Because of this, she took her daughters with her and fled to a place called Avalon.
Damn. Like, she was like that uppity about it? I mean, I get it, yeah. You know.
When Meseline turned 15, she asked about what had happened and wanted to take vengeance on Elenas. She and her siblings kidnapped him and stashed him away. But when their mother discovered what they had done, she was furious. In her rage, Presine punished Meseline by making her transform into a mermaid once a week.
What the hell? Like, all this because the guy like walked in on her like shitting or something? What the hell is that? Like, don't come in. Like, damn. All right. Nah, I didn't know you were uptight about it. Like, shouldn't have left the door open.
In China, mermaids are frequently talked about in various types of literature. In one story, a man finds a mermaid near an island whose body appears to be that of a woman aside from thin, colorful hair in place of scales. He takes her away from her home to wed her, but when he eventually dies, she returns back to the sea. Other stories describe mermaids with
That
webbed legs
was,
and feet,
I believe, in
and even
China.
one that can cry tears that form into pearls. In
Oh,
Korea,
fuck yeah.
there are also many interesting tales about mermaids,
They're that
potentially
big.
because the country is surrounded by the ocean on 3 sides. While sightings and legends are plentiful, most popular is Princess Hwang Ok, a mermaid who is said to dwell in an underwater land called Naranda. Mermaids in Korean mythology are typically associated with benevolence and being helpful, as stories describe them as helping fishermen and often being referred to as goddesses because of it. On the other hand, mermen are also seen, although less frequently, in mythologies and cultures, but not in nearly the same way as mermaids. They are typically wilder in appearance, with hair and beards that mimic seaweed and features that are more monstrous than
So, like, just normal men, basically.
beautiful. Art and literature about mermen can be found in Greek, European, and Irish mythology.
Dude, my guy's striking a fucking pose right now. It's like, look at me. I'm just a little merman. Hopefully I don't get captured by no sailors. Look at my face. I'm so bare and open, so vulnerable. Oh no.
mythologies, among other cultures. For example, the Buka is a merman entity from Cornish lore whose sad personality matched his rubbery skin and green hair. Mermen often have unique abilities, such as the case of a Finnish water spirit who could concoct potions and cure diseases. On the other hand, mermen have also been described as being powerful and even reckless forces that are able to create terrifying storms and chaos for unsuspecting ships and their crews. One of the most popular mermen is Triton, a Greek figure who was birthed by Aphrodite through Poseidon. While neither Poseidon or Aphrodite were merfolk, Triton appeared as a man from the waist up and a fish from the waist down, with various fins along his body. He was well known for having a conch shell in his possession that could affect the waves and tides. As a well-known merman, the original legend of Triton has been reused and recycled in many different forms of literature.
When you're trying to get food out of your dog's mouth. Jesus. It's a cool fountain, actually. The dude's ripped.
And in popular culture. Also from Greek lore is Glaucus, an ocean god who had originally been born a human. On land, he was a fisherman who, after observing fish jumping from the grass to the water, decided to eat some of the vegetation in hopes that it would give him special powers. This gave him a strong urge to jump into the sea, where he prayed to become a permanent part of it, and thus, other water gods heard him and transformed him into a merman. In addition to mythology,
Gosh, back in the day was so fucking cool. You could just like, there were so many gods out there, you know, and you just worship them and they did their thing. People were getting cursed left and right. Like, damn, there was just so much shit that you could just get involved in. People were just going on adventures and stuff like that. Now we just got to deal with like singular gods and they barely do much. Like, my boy just wanted to be a mermaid, and the sea guys were like, okay, sure, yeah, that'd be funny.
and cultures, merfolk have become a crucial part of the fantasy world in popular culture. While they vary in appearances, capabilities, and backgrounds, the majority of these mythical creatures resemble the legends that they came from. In the classic world of Neverland, created by author J.M. Barrie in 1904, magic throughout the land touches upon many things, including mermaids. In some creations based around Neverland, these mythical creatures are beautiful and self-obsessed, while in others, they are terrifying with gray skin and webbed claws. Similarly, in the popular Harry Potter universe, merfolk are depicted as wild-looking animalistic creatures with yellow eyes, untamed manes of green hair, and monstrous mouths. It's not just storybooks and movies that represent merfolk, though. Popular coffee chain Starbucks is characterized by a green and white logo of a mermaid.
Yeah, like, isn't she like spreading her legs? Now come and get this coffee, boys. I made it fresh for you. Maybe.
According to the CEO of the company, it was designed based off of a Norse carving from the 16th century of a siren with 2 tails.
Nah, my dude was just, I guess you wouldn't be a furry. What would it be? Not like a reptile. What would be Furry version of fish. Popular fish furry species include sharks. It's also not uncommon for some personas to be part fish to give their aquatic meaning or flavor. They are also commonly called fishies. Okay, yeah. So yeah, the CEO of Starbucks was a fishy. They were just a fishona. Yeah, that was their fishona. He was a fishona. The Starbucks, yeah. Starbucks CEO. Who's Starbucks CEO? Huh? Who is it? Who is it? Starbucks founding CEO. Howard D. Schultz. Yeah. Howard D. Schultz. You're fishy. You're fishy. You wear your costumes. You get it together. Yeah.
Whether glamorous and one-track minded or monstrous with incredible power, merfolk have a strong foothold in the world. Outside of art and literature, they are considered to be cryptids, since a true mermaid sighting has never occurred. Most cryptozoologists, or people who study beings that haven't been proven real, do not follow mermaid leads due to the instability and vastness surrounding the topic. When it comes to how deep and how far the ocean runs, though, it's difficult to determine whether or not any of our supposed sightings could lead to anything substantial or not. On the flip side, this is exactly what prompts some people to believe that merfolk may truly exist in more than just our storybooks. At any rate, mermaids continue to be one of the most interesting mythical creatures in the world. Thanks for watching.
Nice stuff. Backspace. Good stuff. Good stuff. Top 10 merfolk in games and Dungeons and Dragons. 9 minutes. Like, okay. Like, okay, you're meaning to tell me that, like, we don't know much. I mean, like, gosh, I mean, like, how much percentage of the ocean do we, how much of the ocean have we explored? Covering more than 70%. The ocean is the lifeblood of Earth, covering more than 70% of the ocean of the planet's surface, driving weather, regulating temperatures, ultimate supporting of all living organisms. Come on, give me percentages. Okay, yeah. Given the high degree to difficulty and cost in exploring our ocean using underwater vehicles, researchers have long riled on technologies such as sonar to generate maps of the seafloor. Currently, less than 10% of the global ocean is mapped using modern sonar technology. This is latest shit here. And we barely covered over 10%. I don't know. I'm willing to say if you're telling me that, like, I would say mermaids exist more than Bigfoot, because we don't know jack shit. For the ocean and coastal waters of the United States, about only 35% have been mapped out within with modern methods. That's wild. Like, we don't know shit about the ocean. You want to tell me that mermaids don't exist? Merfolk? Mermen? Yeah. Like, we don't know shit about the ocean. There could be so much more. That would be interesting. There's so many cultures involved with it. I mean, gosh, so many different names for them all. I'm gonna have to write them all down too and just figure it out. But I mean, like, affecting all the way from, gosh, from Africa, Hinduism, Southeast Asia, Japan, Korea, China, Eastern Europe, Byzantine, Ottoman Greece. Just like there's so much out there to be known, to be explored. It's very interesting. It's very, 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 very interesting. Here. Let's see if we can find. Cryptology, is that right? Cryptology, Merfolk cryptology. No, geez, come on. Damn, there's really like. Man, there really isn't much, at least. There really isn't much on like mermaids, at least like them trying to give them, or at least merfolk. Merfolk. We did say mermaids, but geez. What's a good number? Yeah, see, a lot of them is just based on like games and stuff like that. And it's just like there's not much to it. Wow. Merfolk. I don't know what, like, species. Merfolk are a fictional race of humanoids that live underwater and Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, like there's, yeah, we might. Wiki fur. Are you kidding me? Is a common name for various races of fish people. Appearing as science fiction and fantasy, a female merfolk is often called a mermaid or siren, while a male is a mermaid or Triton. The race as a whole may be called merpeople, the mermen. This name was popular in the 80s, or some other species for fictional world. Through mer means sea in Old English. Yeah. Yeah, we're slowly gonna dive into like furry territory, and that's just something that like I don't think I'm ready for. Woo! Oh boy. Ha! Yeah, no, there's really. Okay, maybe I just gotta. Oh, cool. Oh, everything mermaid. Well, gosh, now we gotta. Hold on, let me dive a little bit into this. That's great. Let's watch this video here real quick, and then we'll call it for the day.
Long golden locks cascade over her creamy white shoulders.
Oh shit.
As she carefully combs her hair upon a rock by the water's edge. Her soft song is carried on the salty air, rigging through the fjords and up the mountain lakes and streams.
Fuck, am I allowed to stream this?
Are elusive and mysterious creatures in Nordic folk belief. Often said to live both in the sea as well as inland lakes and mountain waters. The mermaid is known as the Havfrua, or the Ocean Woman, and she is said to be incredibly beautiful, with a human upper body and long blonde hair, and a fishtail on her lower half. The merman, on the other hand, is known as Havmon, meaning the ocean man. He is said to have long and thin hair that falls over broad shoulders, a wild beard, the lower body of a fish, and interestingly, some accounts tell that he has no arms. Seeing him is said to be an omen that bad weather was on its way. It was said that a fisherman or fishermen that helped a merman would be rewarded by him giving them fishing advice or directions. And should one be lucky enough to speak with him, he was often told as only speaking in rhymes.
What up? My name is Tim. I'm here to show you my Jim. I got no arms, but I got a tail. With love, we'll never fail. I could be your best friend. I could be your best friend. I could be your mer friend. I could be your mer friend. Take me, now save me. I am your friend, now make me. I am a merman. I am a merman. I could be your best friend. I could be your best friend. That's what it is, right?
Similarly, should a man help a mermaid in some way, he would be able to ask her 3 questions, any answer that he desired. However, she would be quick to become irritated if his questions were silly or stupid, and she would promptly leave if annoyed.
So, like, do you think
A tale
there's like...
from inland Norway tells of a farmer who was out hunting one day in an area known as Flakstjørna. When he was traveling past a large lake known as Furusjøen, he spotted a mermaid who sat by a waterfall and combed her hair. He drew up his rifle and took some shots at her.
Bow!
And in a fright, she jumped back into the lake.
What the fuck?
And he heard her cry.
Did that begin the theory of shooting your...
And Furusjø, and Finnsjøen too. No man had lain there will successful be until the first 9 have suffered.
I just wanted to shoot my shot.
It is said that for 9 generations, the farmer's family lived in poverty, and their crops and animals died and were sickly. All thanks to the mermaid's curse.
Damn.
Another variant of the merman is the Madmal, an ocean spirit much smaller than a human, with a man or boy's upper body and the lower half of a fish. It is said that this creature can see into and predict the future, as well as reveal hidden treasures or objects. Should a fisherman pull up the naked, freezing Madmal on their hook and show him kindness by offering warm clothes or blankets, and then releasing him, the Madmal would warn them of any dangers or bad weather.
Hold up. Wait a minute. You're telling me that this guy spent, and I know, like, I know fishermen. You're telling me these guys spend, like, what, 2 hours? Like, they spend 2 hours, like, trying to pull in a tuna, and this motherfucker's gonna try to fish in a dude? A dude, and, like, hook in the fucking jaw. And the dude's gonna be like, just pull him up, like grabbing him by the top of his teeth, and just like throw him on the boat. And he's just like, oh, it's a dude. It's a mermaid. Oh, throw some clothes on him. Just like, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, sir. You've helped me. I was just swimming along, minding my own fucking business, but you've helped me. Thank you. I shall give you good advice now. Buy potatoes on Wednesday, my dear friend. Goodbye. And then just dove out of the boat. What the fuck is that? Like, what the hell? I'm sorry.
Should they treat him badly, however,
They're already dead.
he would seek revenge.
Unless you killed him.
The mermaid, too, has another variant within Nordic folklore. The terrible creature known as the Margie.
Ooh.
Similarly to the mermaid, she has the lower part of a fish and the upper body of a woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
However, unlike the beautiful mermaid, she is instead said to have a hideous, elongated face and large eyes like a horse. Her ears stick out from her head like those of a wild mare, tattered and torn. An account from the Kongesspele, or the King's Mirror, a document from the 1200s, tells of her having large nipples, long hands, and wavy hair, as well as a long, sloping forehead, broad brows, a big mouth, and wrinkled cheeks. She is also known to have long...
The dude just sounds like he just broke up with someone. Just like, fucking... She's got like a face like a horse. I swear. And her big nipples. And her mouth. Fuck her. I don't need her. Oh my god, dude.
sharp claws and equally sharp fangs, and is terribly hostile to those that are unfortunate enough to meet her.
or forget their second anniversary. Jeez. Oh my gosh.
Tales tell of her trying to sink ships and boats by clawing holes in the hull, or simply dragging the boats down into the depths.
Putting holes in your heart.
Lair. A tale from northern Norway tells of a possible encounter with one of the Merfolk, had by a man named Peder. He was rowing his small boat across the fjord when he passed a skerry, a tiny island or rock formation that breaks the surface of the water.
Oh.
As he passed, he started to hear a tiny voice whimpering and whining.
Listen!
He changed course and pulled his boat up onto the small island, where he saw a young baby laying on the ground, squirming. Now, at this time, it was no longer common practice to outcast babies that may have been sick or weak.
That was so last year.
And he found it sickening that anyone would do such a thing.
Oh.
He took it in his arms, wrapping it up snugly in his warm woolen shirt, and placed it safely in his boat, and began to row back home. Halfway to the shore, in the deepest part of the sea, he heard a splash and looked to see the creature had disappeared.
My baby!
He looked around, searching for the child, afraid that it would drown. But instead he heard a voice that whispered, "Thank you to the man whose shirt he gave. Row in now, row in to land." Water beings have been told as both friend and foe, and the Merfolk are no different. With the power to either curse those who wrong them, or help those who show them kindness. Tales of the men and women of the ocean date back centuries. Some as old as the seas and lakes themselves. They can be benevolent and beautiful, or hostile and hideous. So proceed with care. You may be lucky enough to glimpse the sparkle of an elegant fishtail or golden mess of hair beneath the surface. But beware, for such creatures can also have claws.
Ah. Oh God,
This
Jesus.
is the 14th installment of Tales from the North, a series on Nordic folklore, myths, and legends. This series is written and created by me, Equinox, and you can find credits below in the description. Thanks for watching. I'll be back next week with a new video introducing and exploring the magical world of Nordic folklore.
Woo! Cool stuff. All right. Oh. We learned a lot today. Well, I think that about does it. I think that about does it here, ladies and gentlemen, and you beautiful people in between. We had ourselves a good time. We did a little bit more teaching into this one, which I'm actually happy about. I want to dive more into it, the articles and stuff like that. I want to look more into it. We'll dive more into like the hidden word and written pieces of these parts and stuff like that. I think there's a lot more in your Merfolk. If anything, we're gonna dive into what the adaptations onto it. We'll see what D&D and other games like involved it with pop culture next time, and just see other parts within that. Okay. Yeah. This was interesting. We learned a lot. And I think, yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot. We're definitely gonna have to see like different parts, like different like subcultures and like Reddits and stuff like that. I think we'll do that. By the way, schedule has changed. We're doing Monday, Wednesday, Thursday from 7 to 9 now, okay? Eastern. Spread the word. And hello to people from YouTube. Hopefully everything you enjoyed and stuff like that. And if I uploaded this, or if you're able to see it live on the VOD, hey, I can't wait to see you. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe on Twitch. Follow me. All right, so you can see more as we dive more into this. We still have so much to dive more into in just Mythical May and stuff like that. And I'm excited for our final creature. Very interesting stuff here. We're gonna have a lot of fun now. If you learned anything again, spread the word. Okay, we're getting ready to reach our goal here, and that would be a lot of fun. We can hit up to that 25, the halfway mark. But hey, lastly, I am Professor Void, and I tell you all to stay afraid and keep learning. Have a good one, students. I'll see you all on Wednesday. Later.